friends, welcome to Crazy Critters Science Fair Edition. When I saw you last time, we talked about research and wrote the research paper, and that led us to our hypothesis. This week, we're ready to set up our test. But remember, before you begin any part of your science project, you should go to your journal first, write in the date and what it is you were working on. I'm ready to set up my test. What I have here are 3 water bottles that I have cut exactly the same and added each of my type of filter material. I have my sand, I have my cellulose fibers, which is grass and leaves, and I have activated charcoal. I have the same amount of each filter material in each of my filters. I also have a jar of clean water so I can measure what the clean water looks like against my filtered water. Okay, I also have my pitcher of dirty water, and this is 2 cups of dirt, oops, a lot in there, and about 6 cups of water. Okay, I'm gonna need those for my tests. And then I have this cute chart, which is called a turbidity chart. Now, basically what that means is how cloudy is the water, from clear to very dirty. So I'm going to use this chart with my test to see how clean our water filters get our water, okay? So first thing I want to do is I've measured everything exactly the same. Remember, in our test, the independent variable is the type of filter material. I just want one independent variable to test. My controlled variables are all of the things that are exactly the same. The same size filters, the same amount of filter material, the same amount of water, stirred exactly the same, and all of the processes that I go through, okay? Now, my dependent variable is what I am measuring, and I am measuring the clarity of the water, and that's why this chart will come in handy. So let's get started, okay? So I'm going to give this 5 little stirs, and every time I do it, I'm going to give it 5 stirs, and I'm going to put about a cup of dirty water into each of my filters. Oh. It's really a good idea to have some kind of cleanup material or paper towels or a rag to clean up any spills. I prefer rags because they are reusable, and if I use paper towels, I have to cut down trees. Not personally, but you know what I mean. All right, now we're gonna let this sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and see what the water looks like. This is what it looks like after 5 minutes. Wow, look at the difference here. Sand, cellulose fibers, activated charcoal. And now let's take a close look at our chart here. I'm thinking that the sand still looks pretty dirty. It's about that, it's kind of in between these two, right? And then, of course, the other 2 here are just plain dirty or murky. So I'm gonna say that, first of all, I don't wanna drink this water, but I would say that the sand did filter better, even though it's not as clear as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely clearer than the other 2. Now, I'm gonna mark this on my chart, and I'm gonna repeat those tests 2 more times. All right, we got to write in our journal. So today I set up my experiment, I did 3 tests, and I wrote my materials list and my procedure. Let me show you what those look like. Okay, in my materials list, I want to put every single thing that I used for my experiment. Okay, so the waters, how I did it, the coffee filters, everything, okay? Same with my procedure. I want to be so detailed that anyone could come back, look at these steps, and recreate the experiment all on their own. That's the goal of your procedure, okay? And then here is my chart. Remember, I used that turbidity scale, and I ranked it on a scale of 1 being clear water and 5 being that dirty, murky water. And you'll see from my tests that sand, while it was better, it was still pretty dirty. And that charcoal and cellulose fiber were 5s. We couldn't see it at all. I definitely would not want to drink this water. Once you have your test done and you've written everything in your chart, then you're ready for your results and your graphs. Well, that's it for this episode. Remember, write down each step in your procedure so that someone else could repeat your experiment if they wanted. Keep a list of your materials and do at least 3 trials of your test to make sure that you get good data. Make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and when I see you next time, we're going to look at our data and our results and learn how to make some graphs. I'll see you next time.